Greetings, folks. 'Tis I, the Mongol man. I'm here. It's early in the rising. It's 7:52 a.m., August 1st. I've been awake for at least 5.5 hours. I'm not sure why I woke so early. Took a shower a few hours ago. My hair, at this length, it kind of does its own thing with what it does. I'm looking to get it trimmed soon. It's never done this before. But yeah, I felt called to share some things about myself for the assistance of myself along with other people, to assist other people. I never noticed this. It looks like it's kind of balding right here. What's up with that? You see what I'm saying? Strange to me. Yeah, a little loopy with the energy levels and stuff I got going on personally, health-wise and such. And I'm going to share some powerful things here. I hope you take this on if you choose to, and this is also going to be helpful for me in my reflection. So what I'm sharing about here is some things that I feel that I'm good at, and the invitation is for you to reflect on things that you're good at, things you're passionate about, things you get excited about, and things that other people may reflect about you that you're good at, or that they see that you get excited about and passionate about, and those being the things to put energy towards. As for me, there's been a lot of pushing or grinding or shoving up against walls or resistance to things, and it's been challenging on top of all of life's challenges and current challenges for me with sleep and food, digestion and energy levels and itching and all these things. So what do I really want to be focusing on? What makes me feel good? What are antidotes for life so I don't get caught up in these mundane things? So I'm 30 years old now. Early in my life, I can remember some people telling me that I was funny. I liked to make people laugh. There were periods in elementary school, junior high, other places where I was a bit of a class clown. I was quiet a lot of the time, didn't feel smart in school, trouble paying attention, and I felt good writing, creating funny stories, or being able to speak and make jokes and things like that. So I really enjoyed I still enjoy making people laugh. So that's something that I have done throughout my life. And then when I was 19, I did my first open mic. And before that, I kind of started making little funny videos on the YouTubes. And I've done that on and off since then. I did a lot of training in improv comedy in Chicago, done various open mics, telling jokes, doing characters, telling stories, going up on stages by myself and with others, making silly raps. I've been rapping on and off for about 10 years as well. So, freestyling, things like that, putting videos out there. So those are things that I feel called to do, creatively expressing in that way. Also writing, used to write blogs and short stories and things like that, and I'm interested in doing that as well. People have shared that they enjoy those. People have enjoyed my raps. People have enjoyed my humor by laughing with me, or saying things about the videos of the performances and things like that. So I share this to share with you all and to inquire about yourself. What are things that you enjoy doing? What are things you feel passionate about doing? Things you feel called to do? Not things that maybe you feel pressure to do by society or by your parents. Like me, I'm not good at drawing really, or painting, things like that. But is there some kind of creative expression that you feel called to express and create and produce around, that you can, feel into and say, what do I like to do creatively? If you don't think you're creative, that is bullshit. It's a fucking lie. Because guess what? You even having that thought is a creation. Something created that thought. Somebody told you that, and then you believe that. It's complete bullshit. If you think you're not creative, or you can't be productive, or express yourself in a, humorous, passionate, creative, expressive way. We all have it. It's all of our birthrights. It's our divine nature as parts of creation. So think about it. Feel into how are you creative. Another thing to ponder is what other people have to say about you, what other people share about you or reflect to you in a positive way. And if they haven't done this to you, then ask them. Please ask them. There's a series of questions that can be asked. And, I'm going to pull them up here on, I think I have them on my computer somewhere. From a program I did with Landmark Worldwide Self-Expression Leadership Program. Let's see. Is it on here? Should be. Take a look. But anyway, you can basically ask, here we go. What do you think that I'm good at? To people that you love and trust. Is it your parents? Is it some close friends of yours? Ask them, what do you see as my strengths? And you can also ask them, what do you see as my weaknesses? You can go a lot deeper, but let's just stick to, what are you good at? So for me, early on in life, people had shared with me that I was funny. And then later in my life, people had also shared with me that I enjoy, or I feel people felt like I was good at connecting people. I wanted to include people. I wanted to find people with common interests and connect them to this person and that person and this person. Good at networking. And finding places to live as well, and being able to travel. There's a few instances, like when I lived in the city for a few years and then I wanted to leave the city. I pretty quickly found a replacement home and found a place to keep my stuff as I traveled across the country on a 31-hour train ride to Montana to go and woof, which is worldwide organic opportunities for farming. Go and woof on a dog farm in Montana with huskies, and then had to leave there rather forcibly, which I should make a video about that whole experience because it was crazy. And then I bopped around Washington State, Seattle, up to Lopez Island, down to Vancouver near Portland, Oregon. Bought a car in Seattle, drove it back, crazy. Moved into a new place, hopped around for, a while. So I met a bunch of people on that trip, finding places to live up there, finding someone that I could buy a car from, going out there with the intention to buy a car, driving it home. And then having to leave where I lived after that, and finding places to live and stay with people's, dogs, and acquiring a gig, staying at people's homes, watching their dogs, making money, things like that. And just being able to connect with a lot of different people and networking, and with the intention of finding the people for these certain missions and goals, especially my collaborations with Rainbow Bridge, and connecting them with other great projects. Like I project love, and then finding Paradise Syndicate through them, and then all these other things weaving together. Like right now, went down to Miami for the 10X Growth Conference a few months ago, and then just got connected with someone from that as well, which seems like a really cool opportunity. So I've been able to navigate many different circles and go to networking events and kind of flex that muscle, and utilizing the improv skills that I've gained over the last decade to interact with people, as well as stuff I've done and researched and experimented with around like dating and pickup and social freedom, and talking to people on the streets, talking to women on the streets during the day, and going out to places and interacting with lots of strangers, as I grew up pretty introverted and shy, and comedy was a way to kind of open myself up and finding love or connections through humor, through being social, and flexing those kinds of muscles. So yeah, maybe I'll put up some pictures, but there are questions if you want to ask people, so I'll just rattle them off. And this is from the Landmark program I mentioned earlier. What do you think my strengths are? What do you see are my weaknesses? What do people know about me, whether they know me or not? What is something you often can count on me for? When I'm not around, what do people say about me? What quality or potential do you think I have that I don't express? If I were to work on 3 things about myself, what would they be? Are there things that get in my way and or stop me that I may not realize? What's something you've wanted to tell me but don't want to hurt my feelings in doing so? So, what type of people do you see that I attract or keep around me? How well do you think I listen? What do I do that inspires you? What do you know about me that I enjoy? What do you enjoy about me? Tell me something you don't think I may know about myself. I might have repeated that one, but these are some questions you could ponder on if you so choose to, and you can ask people to reflect to you. I find that it's a very, very helpful tool to do that, and it's also leaves a lot of room and space for people to express to you. And if you're open and honest, and you're willing to just say, hey, you share whatever you'd like to with me, I'm not going to get upset. I'm an open book, here to receive the feedback with love in my heart. And don't take it personal, just receive it. Allow them to reflect to you, and just breathe and be with it. Pretty much guarantee that it's going to create a lot of good, loving, healthy space between you and this person or the people that you do this with. And there's other questions in there, like, is there anything that I've done that has you been upset with me about, or anything you feel incomplete about with me? And yeah, it creates a lot of great space, and you learn a lot about yourself in doing this exercise. So I'm happy to do this with anyone that listens or watches this video. Just hit me up, let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video and looking at my hair. It was a little distracting for me the whole time. But I'm being kind to myself. Enjoying some morning coffee. Getting the poops going. All right. I love you all. Thank you for being here. I hope you do this. If you do, let me know in the comments how it went. It's going to change your life. You do this with one person, it's going to be awesome. Do this with many people, you're going to learn a lot of great shit about yourself. And you acknowledge yourself for doing this exercise. Acknowledge yourself for what you're good at, what you're passionate about, how you create, how you express in the world. Because we're always doing these things. How conscious are we of our own creations? Or are we creating negatively by saying, I'm not creative, I'm not good at this or that, this and that. That is creativity as well, just to make that clear. So, yeah, thanks for being here. Let me know below what's good. Subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up. Please share it with someone. These are great exercises, so thank you to Landmark for the education I've gotten with you all, and I love you all. Thanks for being here. Cheers. Peace.